Finally! Finally, bro. The playoffs are about to start. It's about damn time. And I'm about to make my prediction of who's going to win the whole thing. But before we do that, to all my fellow Laker fans, we're finally in the playoffs again, bro. After a 6-year drought. We're finally back in the playoffs. Thank you, AD. Thank you, LeBron. Thank you, Vogel. Thank you, Rob Pelinka. Just thank you so much, bro. It's just, this is a dream come true. It's been a long fight, bro. It's been a long fight trying to get back in the playoffs. The past few teams we had fucking sucked, bro. Man, I'm just lost for words right now. We actually made the playoffs. Now I know the Lakers gonna go hard because Kobe passed away, man. They just gotta do it for Kobe. You gotta get that 17th championship, man. But I'm done talking. Let's get right into the playoff predictions. First off, we have Milwaukee against the Magic. Milwaukee in 4. Unless Giannis or Chris Middleton gets injured or something like that, I don't see the Magic doing anything to them. Pacers versus Heat. Now, I must admit, TJ Warren, he's been different in the bubble. I don't know what came over him. Like, I think he was averaging like 30-something points. Wasn't expecting that from him, but when he did play Jimmy Butler in the Heat again, he only had 12 points, I believe. And he's suffering something in his foot. I don't know what's going on, but other than that, I can see the Heat winning in 5. Pacers, I don't know. TJ Warren, that foot injury, it might affect them. I'm not sure. They said he could play through it, but I don't know. Plus, they don't have Sabonis. And the thing about the Heat is, I don't know how Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson is going to be, because they are some dogs, bro. They are some snipers. They either going to fold under pressure or they're really going to light the bitch up, because they some shooters, bro. But then again, there's no fans, so there's really no pressure. But then again, the NBA playoffs is still gonna be slowed down either way. You really get to study your opponent and shit like that. But I still see the Heat being the Pacers in 5. I can see it going 6 games, but I got the Heat. Celtics versus Sixers. Sixers have no Ben Simmons for the rest of the season. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Can we really trust Shake Milton as the starting point guard for the Sixers? The ball is gonna have to go through Embiid, bro. The whole time, this is gonna have to go through Embiid. Tobias Harris, he's not a superstar, he's a star, but is he really gonna change the outcome of this series? Like, I feel like Boston stars outweighs Philly stars. Jason Tatum, he already proved that he can do this, bro. Like, he made it to the conference finals, him and Jaylen Brown, they proved they about this shit, bro. So, unless Joel Embiid turns into a Shaq or Hakeem, I see the Celtics winning in 6. A lot of people saying the Celtics are going to sweep the Sixers. Nah, I feel like the Sixers are going to steal 1 or 2, but I see the Celtics winning that series. And lastly, we have the Nets versus the Raptors. The Nets, if they had Kyrie, KD, DeAndre Jordan, Spencer Dinwiddie, if they had all of them, bro, I'll definitely pick the Nets over the Raptors. But their best player right now is Karis LeVert. Joe Harris is a sniper. Jared Allen, he's a good big man. He's just not a scorer. He's just a rebounder. He's just out there, bro. He's just out there playing defense. And with the Raptors, they have a lot of defense and they all can score, bro. Like, I think their whole starting 5 can score. Marc Gasol, Kyle Lowry. I think OG's really the only one who doesn't try to score. He's just out there for defense. Pascal Siakam and who's in the starting lineup? Fred VanVleet. After last year, bro, Fred VanVleet, he's really impressing everybody. He averaged like 17 points this season or something like that, and he's been going off. So I got the Raptors in 5. I'm only giving the Nets 1 game because the bubble is mad weird and the pressure's not really on because there's no fans. So you never know what can happen in the bubble. Like, with upsets, you have no clue. So I'm gonna give the Nets 1 game, but the Raptors winning the series. Conference semifinals, we have the Bucks versus the Heat. I think the Heat played the Bucks 1 time this season. Or was it twice in the bubble? Was it once or twice in the bubble? I'm not sure, but the Heat were up by like 20 something. And then they lost by 14. But then again, Jimmy Butler wasn't playing in that game. All season, the Heat have been trouble. Well, have been a problem for the Bucks. And the way the Bucks are looking right now, I don't know, man. They're looking a little shaky. But they do have an MVP in Giannis. This is hard, bro, because the Heat, you can't sleep on the Heat, bro. Like, I feel like the Heat, everybody counted them out, even I counted them out. I didn't think the Heat were going to make the playoffs this year. That's my fault. Sorry, Danny, if you're watching this. But, Heat versus Bucks, bro. What the fuck? My head is telling me Bucks in 6, but my heart is telling me the Heat are gonna come out with the upset and win it in 7. That's just my bold prediction, bro. That might be the first upset of the playoffs, bro. Man. If you disagree with that, let me know why. But I can really see Jimmy Butler and the Heat beating the Bucks. I really can. Next, we have the Celtics versus the Raptors. Oh, the people that are really going to change this series is going to be Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I keep forgetting the Celtics got Kemba, but Kemba don't play. Does he play defense like that? I don't know. I feel like the Raptors guards play better defense than the Celtics guards, but then again, they got Marcus Smart too. Marcus Smart is a great defender. Like, defending champs or the Boston Celtics. Like, the Raptors are balanced, and then the Celtics, I don't know, like, is their defense that good? Like, I know they have some good defenders, but is their overall defense that good? Because defense outplays offense, but then again, only offense outweighs defense if you're like the 2019 Warriors with KD, Steph, and Clay or something like that. So, my final prediction for this series is the Raptors in 7. I wanted to say the Celtics at first, man, but the Raptors, they got that championship pedigree. Kawhi left, but when he left, they still stayed 2nd seed the whole time, and they were still playing well. And for the conference finals, we have the Heat versus the Raptors. It could be Raptors versus Bucks again, but my bold prediction is that the Heat are going to beat the Bucks. So Heat versus Raptors. Let's look at the lineup. So we have Kendrick Nunn, Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder, Duncan Robinson, and Bam Adebayo against Lowry, Van Fleet, OG, Siakam, and Marc Gasol. That's a pretty good matchup, bro. The Heat, I love y'all, but the Raptors, they a problem, bro. Like, the way they play defense, I might have to go with experience, and I'm gonna have to say the Raptors in 6. It could go 7, but I might have to go experience, bro. I feel like experience and more defense. And I don't know, man. The Raptors, they be getting some bullshit calls, especially when Lowry flops too. I'm not sure how the playoffs are going to be reffed. They usually let them hoop more, but they're the champions for a reason, bro. So they might get more calls and more bullshit might go their way. Oh yeah, shout out to Derrick Jones Jr. Hopefully he's feeling better. I saw what happened to him during that Pacers game. But other than that, I got the Raptors making the finals again in 6 games against the Heat. I might get a lot of slander for this, bro, for not having the Bucks reach the finals. But I'm just going with what my heart is telling me. Giannis, I love Giannis. He's a hooper, he's a dog. I'm not saying you can stop him, but when you game plan against an opponent for 7 games and you get to focus mainly on them, they can just take what Toronto did last year. Unless Giannis turns into KD all of a sudden for the bubble. Other than that, Chris Middleton, he's gonna have to drop 20 plus a game for them to actually make the finals. I'm not doubting the Bucks at all. I'm just going with what my heart is telling me, what I've been seeing in the bubble. And Chris Middleton, all the role players, George Hill, Eric Bledsoe, Brook Lopez, they're all gonna have to drop some major buckets for the Bucks to make it far. Because if not, I could see their season ending and them not winning the chip, bro. But I'm done talking about the East. Now let's head over to the Western Conference. Lakers as the 1st seed versus Portland. You know, Portland, Dame has been on fire, unanimous bubble MVP. CJ McCollum is playing with a fracture in his back. Much respect to him. And he dropped like 20 something. I think he had 29 in the playing game to advance to the playoffs. And Nurkic, his grandmother passed away My condolences to him and his family. He dropped a monster double-double yesterday. And the Blazers, oh yeah, Melo too. Can't forget about Melo. They counted Melo out, and he's showing them why he belongs in this league. And just shout out to Melo, bro. But the Blazers on fire like this, I still see the Lakers winning in 5 games. Now, I know I'm a Lakers fan, but hear me out. The Blazers beat the Nets without all their stars, but they only won by what? 1 point? 2 points? Karis LeVert almost had 40 points, bro. Like, the Blazers defense is so suspect. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, defense wins championships, bro. It's not all offense. Unless, again, the 2019 Warriors, 2018 Warriors, they're just a different breed. But they actually play defense too, you feel me? They weren't just an offensive threat. They actually played defense too. Yesterday in the play-in game, the Grizzlies without Justice Winslow, Jaren Jackson, Tyus Jones, I'm not sure if he was like a main factor for the Grizzlies. I haven't seen the Grizzlies play that much, but the fact that the Grizzlies only lost by 4, that should definitely scare Blazers fans because they didn't have their second best player in Jaren Jackson. And with the Lakers, like, I understand Dame and CJ, like, they're a problem offense, but who's gonna stop AD and LeBron? You feel me? And then the whole time in the bubble, I feel like Frank was trying to find the right rotation for the playoffs, and also it was a good thing for like us to not have a set lineup because now the Blazers don't know who we're actually going to play. So how are they going to game plan against us? You feel me? The Blazers, the whole time, they had to go full try hard mode. Dame had to play 40 minutes. CJ had to play almost 40 minutes. All the stars had to play a lot. And I got the Lakers at 5, bro. Like, it might go 6. I could say it'll be a sweep, but I'll give Dame a chance because Dame he been going crazy, bro. I might give the Blazers 2 games, but in reality, I got the Lakers at 5. I can't see them doing it against LeBron and AD. Now we have the Rockets versus the Thunder. Now Westbrook has a quad injury and he's going to be out for at least the first 2 games, I think. It might be the first game by itself, but if he's out for 2 or more games, the Rockets might be in trouble, bro, because that's their second leading scorer. And I don't know if Harden can do it all. They might double Harden the whole series. Who else do they have? Eric Gordon, Robert Covington, PJ Tucker, Daniel House. All of them, they gotta make 3s, bro. If they can hit their shots, the Rockets can win this series easily. But the Thunder, first off, shout out to the Thunder, bro. Shout out to CP3. They had a 0.2% chance of making the playoffs, and they got the 5th seed. That is tough. But for the Thunder, bro, they got CP3, Alexander, Gallinari, Steven Adams, Dennis Schroeder on the bench. I don't know who else is starting for the Thunder. I think Dort is starting for the Thunder. I don't know. We're not gonna worry about Dort right now. But yeah, the main advantage that the Thunder have is size and rebounding. Like Steven Adams, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a game where he has 20 rebounds. But for this series right here, it all depends on Westbrook, bro. It all depends on Westbrook. Let me check Westbrook's status first before I make my final prediction. All right, so they're just saying Westbrook is gonna miss the start of the series, and also Dort is gonna miss it too. So, in this series right here, I'm gonna go with the upset. Cause I know Harden can do it, but I feel like they're gonna double and triple team him. If they do that, bro, the Thunder have a good chance. I'm taking the Thunder in 7. Next, we have the Nuggets versus the Jazz. Now, I heard Mike Conley left the bubble for the birth of his son, so I'm not sure who's going to start in his spot. It's most likely going to be Jordan Clarkson because that's their 6th man, basically. And for the Nuggets, I want to have the Nuggets winning this series, but I'm not sure yet because what's going to happen to the lineup situation when Gary Harris and Will Barton comes back, because they've been injured for the whole bubble. Right now it's Jamal Murray, MPJ, Torrey Craig, Paul Millsap, and Jokic. And then they got Monte Morris, Plumlee, PJ Dozier coming off the bench. What's going to happen when Gary Harris and Will Barton comes back? Are they going to bench MPJ? Like, I don't know, bro. Will Barton was always a bench person, but Gary Harris was their starting shooting guard. So I'm not sure what they're going to do at all. But right now, I think their game went to double overtime too when I was watching it. Mitchell, I fuck with you, bro. But the Nuggets, bro, Jokic, he's a different problem. Plus, he's skinnier now too, so I feel like he's gonna be able to run the floor more and play more minutes. I'm gonna go with the Nuggets in 6. If you disagree with that, let me know why. But I can just see Jokic and Jamal Murray going off for the Nuggets rather than Donovan Mitchell. Like, who else is gonna go off with Donovan Mitchell? Rudy Gobert, he's all defense. Royce O'Neal, Joe Ingles, he'll give you some threes and some defense, but is it gonna be consistent? I don't know. Who else is in the Jazz starting lineup? Jordan Clarkson now ahead of Mike Conley because he left. Jordan Clarkson, has he ever been in the playoffs? I think it's his first time in the playoffs. He was on the Lakers, he was on the Cavs, and now he's on the Jazz. This is his first time in the playoffs. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing somebody on the Jazz. Clarkson, Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles. Who was the Jazz starting power forward? I see Bradley popping up. Some games I see Joe Ingles playing the 4. I'm not sure, but I still got the Nuggets in 6, bro. I can't see them. I can't see the Jazz beating the Nuggets. And next we have the Clippers and the Mavericks. I got the Clippers in 4. Like, this is Luka's first time in the playoffs. This is Porzingis' first time in the playoffs. Is the pressure going to be on? Hell yeah. But they're both young. They got plenty of time to win a championship. But this isn't going to be the year. Defense beats offense. The Clippers have both offense and defense. The Mavericks only have offense. Next, we have the Lakers versus the Thunder in the semifinals. Give me the Lakers in 6. Because, again, who's going to stop AD? Are they going to put Gallinari on AD? Or are they going to put, they can't put Steven Adams because Steven Adams has to guard Dwight and JaVale McGee. So, and who's going to guard LeBron? Who's going to guard LeBron off the Thunder, you feel me? And my concern as a Lakers fan going against the Thunder is how we're going to slow down CP3, because CP3, he's really a problem. He's really a facilitator, and we just got to cut off, all the bullshit, bro. Because the Thunder, they're still young, and I feel like right here, experience is going to outplay them. Like CP3, Steven Adams, they have playoff experience, but the other people, oh, Alexander has playoff experience too. He played with the Clippers last year. They took the Warriors to 6 games. But other than that, I feel like the bench for the Thunder, I mean, they have Dennis Schroeder, but other than him, I don't think they can get it done against the Lakers. So I'm taking the Lakers in 6 in that series. Now we have the Nuggets and the Clippers. Let's keep this short. I got the Clippers in 6. I feel like the Nuggets can take 2 games due to their size. And I feel like Jokic, he's really going to be a problem for Zubac if Zubac even plays that many minutes. I know most games the Clippers have Montrezl Harrell finishing out the game. So, I don't know. It all depends because the Nuggets lineup, bro. We'll see, bro. We'll see. But right now I have the Clippers in 6. In the matchup we all been waiting for. Clippers versus Lakers in the conference finals. So, we split the season series 2-2. The first 2 games, it was close until the 4th quarter. Then the Clippers got away. Well, no. Christmas Day, Lakers were up by double digits in the 3rd quarter. And the Clippers came back, so I'm still pissed about that. The 3rd game, LeBron and AD went off. And then shout out to Avery Bradley. He shot, what, 6 for 8 from 3? He made 6 threes, that's all I know. And then the 4th game, both teams weren't at full strength. So I don't want to count that. But at the same time, it's still on the win-loss record, so it's 2-2. In this series right here, bro, LeBron is not the major factor to me. It's AD. We need AD to average damn near 25 plus this whole series. If he doesn't, I can really see us losing. Because right now, the Clippers, bro, Clippers got death. They got death. But the thing is, every time they lose, hold up, all right, let's get this out the way. Every time the Clippers win, they be like, oh, they're the best team, look at all the depth they have, blah, blah, blah. But when they lose, it's, oh, the Clippers didn't have all their players, blah, blah, blah. Which one is it, bro? Since y'all have depth, y'all should be winning every game, right? That's how I look at it. I'm not sure how y'all look at it. That's how I look at it. If y'all have depth, y'all should be okay, right? Unless it's like somebody like Kawhi, Paul George getting hurt. If those 2 players are on the floor, I don't want to hear shit about depth, you feel me? As long as AD and LeBron are on the floor, I don't want to hear shit about that for the Lakers either. But as long as Kawhi and Paul George or on the floor. I don't want to hear shit about the death, because they've been, the Clippers been getting bailed out by that fucking excuse, bro, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. But in this series right here, I'm not sure who the Lakers are gonna play, because I know with the playoffs we're gonna most likely have an 8-man rotation. LeBron, KCP, JaVale, AD, Danny Green. And then for the bench, I know Kuz is gonna play. Caruso, I'm not sure. Dion Waiters, I'm not sure. I hope we play Dion Waiters, because we're gonna need some bucket getters off the bench that can create off their own dribble. Rondo should be back at this time, but at the same time, I'm not sure how we're gonna incorporate him into all this. I don't want to just throw him in there. He just throws off our whole mojo. And who else do we have? Dwight's definitely gonna play, because we definitely need him in there. J.R. Smith, I don't know. I'm glad he's on the team now. I want him to win another ring, but at the same time, I don't really see him getting minutes. I'm not sure what the Lakers are gonna do right now. And I doubt we play the rookie, Taylor Horton Tucker. I doubt we play him at all. He did impress me in the bubble, but I doubt we play him. And for the Clippers, Kawhi, Paul George, Pat Bev's dealing with a calf injury, but I'm expecting him to be back by then. Zubac. Who else starts? Oh, Marcus Morris. Okay, so it's Pat Bev, PG, Kawhi, Marcus Morris, Zubac starting. Then they got Lou Will, Trez coming off the bench, Reggie Jackson coming off the bench. Is Shaman gonna get any minutes? I don't know. Is Patrick Patterson gonna get any minutes? I don't know. JaMychal Green? I don't know. They were playing pretty well in the bubble, but when it comes down to the playoffs, you can't have too many people in your rotation because it throws off the rhythm. And you don't want to have a lineup out there that hasn't played that much together, or it's just gonna fuck up everything. So I feel like the momentum is on our side right now. So I got the Lakers in 7. A lot of people are going to tell me the Clippers in 5, Clippers in 6, Clippers in 7. I respect that. I can't deny that. But when I look at it, I just feel like AD, he's on a mission, bro. Everybody on the Lakers is on a mission, first of all, for Kobe. But at the same time, a lot of other players are too. Like, Dame Lillard is on a mission for Kobe. Giannis is on a mission for Kobe, because Kobe said it's time for him to win a championship now that he won MVP. And I don't know, I just feel like the Lakers have more of a fire under their ass. Like, they're trying to prove everybody wrong. The Clippers were the favorite since the beginning. The Lakers been the favorite too, but they kept going back and forth. Like, make up your fucking minds. Like, and as a basketball fan, like, I don't want to say as a Lakers fan, as a basketball fan, from what I see, unless Marcus Morris goes off, unless Trez, I'm not sure if Trez is in shape yet. He should be in shape by then, but right now, like, working out is not the same as actually playing basketball. You feel me? Once you get on the court, you still feel out of shape, because I know when that happens to me. So unless Trez is in shape, Lou Will, offensive threat, but his defense is it's just, it comes down to those. Like, I feel like our star power outweighs the Clippers' star power, so it comes down to the role players. A lot of people are betting on Kuz. I don't know. Danny Green, KCP, if they can hit open shots. But it's if, bro. This is all if. So I just got to go off star power. I feel like LeBron and AD, their duo is better than Kawhi and PG. So I'm going Lakers in 7. And the Lakers advancing to the NBA Finals. Y'all gonna call me biased. I already know. That's okay. Don't care. Let me know why you guys think the Clippers are gonna make it. And lastly, in the finals, we have the Lakers versus the Raptors. Now, during the bubble, the Raptors whooped our ass. Their defense was just, matter of fact, it wasn't their defense. We just couldn't hit open shots. I think Danny Green went like 0 for 8 that game, or 0 for 7 or some shit like that. And it was really pissing me off. So I just need him to make some threes. If we can hit open shots, we're gonna win that series. I can't see Siakam holding AD. I can't see OG holding LeBron again. Like, I know that first game when they played against each other in the bubble, he was, I don't want to say he was locking him up. He was definitely slowing him down, but playoff LeBron's a different person. In the finals, I got the Lakers winning in 6 and being the 2020 NBA champions for Kobe. Let me know who you think is making the finals. Let me know which of my predictions you disagree with. And let me know, how do you just feel about watching basketball? And I feel great. I hope y'all feel great too. But if I had to choose though, as a Lakers fan, I would want to play the Celtics in the finals. Bring back that old rivalry. But I don't see the Celtics beating the Bucks or the Raptors. So That's slow. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. And as always, stay wavy, stay blessed. Be ready for the NBA playoffs, bro. I'm ready. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. Wavy out. Ha!